Hello YouTube, it's Otav, and this is my first champion review for our new uh, YouTube channel, weDOLOL. In my first champion review, I'm going to be covering the champion Vayne, the Night Hunter. Sounds pretty sexy, right? Well, she is quite sexy, and she does a sexy amount of damage. Basically, she is probably, I would say, definitely top 3 best jungle fighters in the game. Which is why I'm going to be showing you a clip from a Dominion game I played. I like her best for Dominion. I think she is definitely one of the best Dominion characters out there because there's a lot of jungle in Dominion. Um, And with people rushing turrets up through that jungle, she's a real key player, especially when fed. Um, Another reason she's good for Dominion is that you get gold, like a motherfucker in Dominion, and in Vayne 5v5, that is the biggest challenge, is getting money right there. You really, really need that money because which makes her a late game player. In Dominion, with the amount of money you can get kills real fast and get fed real fast, which makes her real good. So a little bit about Vayne's abilities. So her passive is called Night Hunter. Basically, she gains 40% movement speed when moving toward nearby enemies. Her Q is called Tumble. She'll tumble, and when you hit your Q, whatever way your mouse is pointing is the way you're going to tumble on your screen. And your next attack is going to deal bonus damage. Your W is called Silver Bolts. Basically, if she hits you 3 times, she's going to do true damage to you. So each hit on target, each time you hit it, you're going to get a ring around it. So for 1 shot you get 1 ring, 2 shot you get another ring, and on the 3rd shot you're gonna deal bonus damage, and the rings are gonna disappear and restart. You know, if you hit them again. Keep in mind that if you switch targets, your rings will not stay on that other target that you last hit. It'll change. So keep that in mind, especially when harassing. And you want to make sure you do that true damage in 3 hits, that you don't attack any minions between that, because it'll ruin the true damage. Your E is called Condemn. You basically get that big ass crossbow from off your back, and you fire a huge bolt at your target. You do a little bit of damage with it, but the main thing about this skill is it knocks back. And this skill is what makes her a great jungle fighter. Basically, if you hit somebody back and they hit an object, like a wall, they will get stunned for a certain amount of time. And if they collide into a wall, you will deal bonus damage also. So, which can create a lot more damage, especially, you know, if fed. You're gonna raid people with that skill. Your ulti is called Final Hour. Basically, you again pull that big ass crossbow from your back and start raping people because you get increased attack speed, or increased attack damage. I'm sorry. If you have your ulti up and you hit Q, you're gonna go in stealth mode for a second or 2. I think it's 2. And you're basically gonna your passive is gonna triple this movement speed. You're gonna have triple the movement speed from your passive. So rather than 40% movement speed when chasing, you're going to have 120%, which is, again, nice in jungle fights, especially when they're running from you and weaving through those pesky bushes. Alright, so let's show you this clip from Dominion. I went 17-3, we won. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my strategy and cover some of the things I just talked about. Alright, here we go. Basically, as Vayne, what you probably want to bring is Ghost and Exhaust. it's all about preference. Skills wise, I basically just level QEW, or QWE rather, and just get all my skills. That way I'm pretty much ready for anything, really. Um, for leveling skills, you want to level your Q first, then your W, and then your E. Leveling your ult whenever you can. Um, the reason you want to level your Q is because it'll deal a lot of bonus damage, especially at level 5. And then your W, the reason you want to level that next is for the true damage, the massive true damage. So as this game unwinds, I basically just try to get whatever I can, assists, kills, whatever, turrets, basically just trying to get money as fast as you can, especially as Vayne, because that's the key right there is money, especially in 5v5. So right there, my true damage, I was able to get it off, and I just exhausted him since he had a lot of health and decided to charge me and killed him, but his minions unfortunately finished me off. As far as defending with Vayne, she's ranged, which is nice, but not only that, she can blow you back. Which is very nice, especially if you only got one person defending a turret. A lot of people, another secret about it, rather, is that people think you do a lot of damage with that blowback. Well, you really don't. And some people might think, wow, he does no damage, I'm going to go attack him. And if you're fed, that's good news for you, because you're most likely going to rate them. So, as we go on here, as you can see, I blow him back to defend the turret and immediately start capturing. And then annoying ass GP in his ult decides to try to stop me, which didn't really do much. But he did anyway. And as you can see here, my true damage and singed are perfect. I blew him back to get his ravens away from me. And then I buy a black cleaver, which means fucking awesome rape time. Hopefully. Defending 1v3 is not the easiest thing. Obviously, like I said, because you are really squishy, and if people can get next to you, that is bad news for you. So thankfully, never mind, I didn't get an assist there, but oh well, the turret was safe. So right after getting that black cleaver, I really try to get a vampiric scepter. It gives you that extra life steal so you can stay alive a little bit longer, especially with your low amount of health. So after that team fight, basically what I often do as Vayne is I'll hide in bushes like that. See if somebody wants to travel along there and take their shot, that way I can, or they're trying to get to a turret and I'm just sitting way in that bush waiting for somebody to pass by. Well, if I see them pass by, you obviously use your E and you're going to hit them against the wall, and you'll do a massive amount of damage for them, which makes her, again, a great jungle fighter. So that's a good thing to use. As you can see, I'm doing the same thing. I see Xin Chao, I use my E on him and tumble towards him to get that final hit after destroying him with my bonus damage from my E. So from my Q. So Singed here decides also to take a chance. Thankfully I got Yi with me. He tried to run, but my Q is good skill for chasing and getting away, thankfully, so really nice, remember that. Basically, after Black Cleaver and Vampiric Scepter, I get that Infinity Edge, and, great item, very expensive, but thankfully in Dominion you get tons of money, woo! So it looks like I've maxed out my Q, I'm going for my W now. That's just some harassment right there with my E. But it distracts him long enough because he was preoccupied with me, as I was preoccupied with the turret right there, thinking everybody was dead. But E gets him. It's all good. Um, so after watching my team fail a little bit, I go back to head up to that windmill turret, which is basically as Vayne. That's probably the main turret you always want to be around. Um, basically because that big fence behind the turret, you can get a lot of kills that way. Using that fence. As Vayne, I generally strive to get that storm buff a lot for that extra health. And that extra damage I think it gives you. I think it gives you extra damage, yeah. But basically I am using it to my advantage. As you can see, Singe tries to take that turret, but I use my E against that little slab of terrain there and knock him right into there and own him. And as you can see, the only reason I lived is because of my Vampiric Scepter. Um, which, especially against people like Singed and stuff, can help you a lot because you're going to be killing them and life stealing more. Um, here we go, I got a GP. Uh, basically, after this point, I'm really not using my E a lot because I got my Black Cleaver and another BF sword. So there I use my ult and get that bonus damage. Lay out some minions. Lux tries to kill me, it doesn't work until after I try to get the turn again, then they gank me, which is fine. I mean, whatever. Uh, yeah. So I hope this video helps you out. I know I'm not the best. I realize this, but I believe I know what I'm doing as far for some of these champions, especially Vayne and Dominion. I mean, what the key thing you want to know, get money fast, get assists, get all that crap, get in all those team fights. Just know that you can always get away, and as you can see right there, get that Vampiric Scepter right there. I don't even have Bloodthirst. All you need is a Vampiric Scepter to start off. You don't need to start wasting your money and trying to get that crap. You just need a Vampiric Scepter, especially at the beginning. Um, so I hope you guys liked this video. Leave comments. And yeah, thumbs up it. Here we go. Vayne.